I thought I'd do a little video today about, or like an insight video about development tools. And so the channel's called Spiritual Awareness and Insight, and this is very much around sort of seeing reality and seeing experience as like as a teacher. It brings like wisdom, it brings understanding, and there's many tools that we use to understand this and start to gain insight and understanding of how source energy flows with you. And it flows with you and gives you insight, gives you awareness to your life. And it's also sort of like a tool in the way that sort of like your higher self, or your vibration, your inner source energy is always communicating with you. It's always open as this channel, and it's always bringing information, it's always bringing insight. And there's many ways that we can do this, and you can start off by using tools such as like angel cards, or you can use like crystals, and you can use like visioning, and you can use meditation. You can use looking at sort of chakras and how they're used, sort of like to open up your energy centers. Like you can use crystals through dowsing. So today I thought it'd be sort of like interesting just to do like a little sort of a little sort of looking at sort of how you would read cards, or how I read cards, and sort of show you the sort of things that I look at when I start using cards. So for me, when I sort of like do a little reading, or I try and gain some insight or some clarity for what's going on, because I haven't done a reading for a few weeks now, due to me just feeling like there's a bit of like transformation going on in myself, and there's a bit of like transmutation. So I'm sort of moving through different vibrations and different frequencies. So sometimes I check in and use things like sort of angel cards, and I always use these cards that I like to use are called Angel of Atlantis, and I like these because they're quite intuitive cards. So it's sort of like when I look at that card, the first thing that comes out to me is it talks about Archangel Haniel, and it talks about courage. But to me, the two circles are like interconnected, and it sort of like connects directly to like the infinite symbol of like the infinity symbol of the symbol of 8. So for me, those two interlocking signal like circles are very much around sort of like energies there, like source energies there. It's working with you. The flow of the universe is coming in, and it's just asking you to sort of like to trust it and to open up to it, and then to start to sort of allow that energy just to start to flow in. And I feel like with this sort of card, when I see this, this is what it's telling me straight away. It's saying open up to the flow of the universe, start to see those insights, start to see that those experiences as teachers, as bringing wisdom, bringing understanding to your life, to your sort of experience, and start to act upon them. So like Haniel talks about courage, and for me this connects directly to like the universal law of like inspired action. And inspired action is when you start to sort of gain insight and awareness and intuition, and then what you start to do is you act upon it. And when you start to act upon it, then you start to do you start that creation, that manifestation process. So I feel, for me, you know, when I'm doing this reading and I'm just sharing sort of insight for today, this is very much around sort of the infinite flow of source energy and um, source flowing into my life, but bringing sort of insight, and it's connecting me also to my infinite self and my higher self, and it's asking me to have the courage to sort of act upon the insight and the wisdom that's coming in. And this doesn't just connect to angels, this connects to ascended masters, this connects to guides. So the next one talks about Michael and sort of pyramids, and it talks about patience. But for me, whenever I see a pyramid, it's sort of like a portal. It's a portal into like a new vibration, a new frequency. And Michael very much helps you with that. Michael brings the strength and the protection, and it very much connects to the courage one as well, which is like Hanuel there. But it talks about like the pyramid is sort of like is this portal that's moving into the next vibration, next frequency, and it's bringing new energy and new frequency within your life, within your reality. And it's like, again, it connects to that sort of card of having courage of to act upon it. And again, this connects to the universal law of action, of inspired action. And again, it's talking about that, and this portal is very much around that. The circle is the infinite source energy. It's the infinite source energy um, that is connected to all of us, and is always connected to us, and is always bringing us vibration, frequency, and energy. And obviously this pyramid, it acts as the portal as we start to move into source living and source vibration. The colour is sort of like a lilac-y sort of colour, and that always is around, to me, like the lilac sort of colour is very much around like sensitivity. It's about like when you look at sort of like spirituality, it's very much around like mediumship and psychic ability. So it's saying that you're very open as well to receive and feel that and sense that energy, and it's about being more open again. And it's about this. And when I talk about this one again, it's about like um, the courage again. Is so. And when you do readings, for me, whenever you do readings, it's like they link. They link and they connect. Everything is part of the same process, part of the same vibration, which is the oneness vibration again. So for me, when I start doing readings, I start to see how each of the cards, although I may not understand how they connect before I start doing the sort of like the insight, I start to see how they connect. So this one says Raphael, and Raphael sort of like brings sort of like that it connects to like the green color, which is like new knowledge, new wisdom, new understanding. The lotus is the opening again to the energies that are going on at the moment. It's new growth, new understanding, new awareness, new insights. But it's also sort of like it's bringing this union, this understanding with source energy. And this is what's going on very much at the moment. And I feel this isn't just for me. This is like when I talk about these kind of sort of like insights, they're going on for a lot of people. And like I said, there's these new vibrations and new frequencies are going on, and I haven't sort of like done an insight for a week or so, because it's like this transmutation, this transformation that's been going on for me. And I think it's on a collective level, it's not just like on an individual level. And again, archangels and archangels of Atlantis always worked collectively. They didn't work like individually. They do work and give you insights, but all the insights are and awareness are part of like an ascension process, and they would come in and they would give you insight and awareness. But it was about coming back into that oneness vibration, that source energy, that source vibration, and union with source, so that you can once again work with the infinite beings of vibration and frequency, which the obviously ascending masters and archangels are. So Raziel is talking about intuition, and again it's talking about connecting to your source, connecting to the source energy, listening to those senses, listening to those insights, listening to those feelings, those emotions, those senses that are coming through, because they're divinely guided, and it's bringing through insight and awareness for you to act upon, again with the inspired action. Again, it's talking about that union with source energy. It's talking about that new growth, that new vibration, that new frequency. And it's also talking about spending time in your intuition and recognizing it. When it comes up, recognize it, allow it to grow, allow that intuition to vibrate, and the frequency to vibrate within your energy field, because that will bring insight, wisdom, understanding, but it will also bring in steps and like clarity and vision of what you need to act upon. So never dismiss intuition, because intuition is always communicating something for you to bring an insight and awareness to you, so you can start to shift and change something within your life. And this is why these development tools are good, because they allow us to be grounded. They allow us to be grounded in our energy and our vibration. They also allow us to be connected and unified with source energy. And again, I'm actually going to go to this one because they come out in a different order, but this next one is Shamiel, and this is like serenity. But again, this is about sort of like the pink colour is very much around union again, like it is with the green. It's very much around sort of like connection with the divine, union with like peace, harmony. It's all around that, and serenity is around that. Serenity is around peace and harmony. So it's also about dissolving. It's about releasing. And again, it's about the transmutation and transformation, which are very much around sort of where you purify and you sort of like you purify your vibration, your frequency, your thoughts, your emotions, so you bring that harmony, that peace, that union. And I feel very much this is what he's talking about. The big temple is, again, I feel that's, again, that is sort of like symbolic of your source energy and the union with that source energy, and taking time to unify with that, and to live in that source energy, and that your universal law of correspondence, which is you've got the external reality and you've got your internal reality, and the universal law of correspondence talks about your source energy and that infinite energy, that higher self that you can start to connect with and vibrate with. And Shamira is asking us to do that through serenity, through peace, and again, it's through meditation, it's through visioning, it's through using crystals, any tools that you use to bring alignment. This is very much around alignment as well. And again, Michael brings enchantment, and sort of like this unicorn is like a magical being. It's like very much around sort of like alchemy and creation. But again, it's very much around the infinite self. It's about connecting into that infinite self, having the courage to step forward, connect to that source, that infinite eight, the infinity symbol and the infinite source of energy that's coming in. And this one's very much around sort of create and manifest your dreams and start to move towards them, your hopes, your dreams, manifest them and create and move towards them. But also know you're protected as you move towards your great dreams, because Michael is the angel that brings protection, it brings wisdom, it brings union and understanding as an energy, but it also protects you, and it will help you. But also Michael's about like the work, like the physical work that needs to be done around to create that and manifest that dream. Inspired action is very much around that as well. It's around sort of like receiving the intuition, receiving the vibration, the frequency, and then acting upon it to create and manifest it within an external reality. So everything is born from a seed of creation, from your internal reality, and then it's for you then to act, and to express that vibration in the external reality, so it becomes part of the physical reality, and also becomes part of your experience. But obviously that takes work, and Michael's there to support you with it. He brings the strength, the courage, the understanding, the wisdom, the vibration, the frequency, and the energy to move towards that. So that's the insight for today. So as you can see, they're all connected, and it's to bring a bit of clarity to my own experience, but also to give you some insight and some awareness, and maybe some wisdom, or some sort of like information that will connect to you in your sort of journey, or your reality that you're going through now. So I hope that's helped anyway. But I just wanted to give you a quick insight on how to use cards. That's how I use them. Everybody uses them differently. I like intuitive cards because I'm what you call clairsentient, so I'm very much around sensing and feeling, more so than sort of seeing something in my mind's eye. I feel a vibration, I feel it from my intuition, and then I build the picture from that. So we all read a little bit different, but these cards particularly work well for me, and I feel they're a very high vibration. So, and they're very sort of like, they work on a collective level, so that's why I enjoy using those cards. That's the insight for today.